Guys, Dr. Gabby here with another presentation for you from Life Skills. I hope you're having a great day. Today we are going to talk about stress, which seems like a pretty timely topic to be tackling today. Ooh, lots of T's, lots of alliteration. Okay, so let's talk first about what stresses you out. So normally in class we'd be having a discussion about this, but when we're together, usually what I hear you guys say is school. Homework, fights at home, fights with friends, just worrying about life in general and worrying about future and thinking about college and test quizzes, etc. So there's a lot out there that stresses you out, and it's not just you guys, it's everybody, including the adults that you are encountering on a daily basis, mom and dad, teachers, etc. Lots of stressors out there. So you're probably wondering, well, what can we do about it? You'll remember from last year we talked a lot about the impact of stress on our bodies. We talked about the chemicals that are released when we feel stressed. So just as a reminder, we talked about cortisol, we talked about adrenaline, and all of those chemicals being pretty bad for us in the long run when it comes to our immune systems and fighting off illnesses and disease. So we do need to take active steps to combat our stress, and we don't want to ostrich like we talked about last year and just bury our heads in the sand and avoid the things that are stressing us out. Worst thing you can do when you've got couple of hours of studying ahead of you is to just decide to go take a nap for a little while or play some video games, and then those couple of hours are still waiting for you and you haven't done anything about it. So we do need to combat our stress actively with positive coping skills, which we've talked so much about this year. But let's go through a couple of them. So, when I talk about relaxation techniques, what I mean are a lot of the deep breathing that we talked about, the belly breathing that we learned last year, box breathing that we learned as a grade level, but also like progressive muscle relaxation. So, if you start at your toes and you go ahead and do this with me, go ahead and relax your body, but then tense just your toes, curl them up tight, tight, tight. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and relax, and then your toes and your whole and both your feet. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and relax. Now do your toes, your feet, and your calves. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, relax. Your toes, your feet, your calves, and your legs, the whole leg. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Now your toes, your feet, your calves, your legs, and your glutes. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, relax. Now your toes, your feet, your calves, your legs, your glutes, and now add your abs. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and relax. Now we're going to add our arms, like our biceps, not our fists yet, just our biceps, to all the other parts that we've done. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and relax. Now all of those parts, and then add both fists. Make your hands into fists. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and now we're gonna add our shoulders. So shrug your shoulders up tight, up to try to touch your ears with your shoulders, plus all the other body parts we've just done. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and now you're gonna add your face so that you look pretty ridiculous, and do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and relax. The reason that progressive muscle relaxation works is that when we tense and relax our body, it actually goes back more relaxed than it was before we started. So that's how those big bodybuilders end up with what they call noodle arm after a big workout. They tense their muscles so hard that when they relax them, now they feel like noodles. Those are just a couple relaxation techniques. That progressive muscle relaxation one is great to use when you are sitting down for a test. You don't have to do your whole body, you could just do the bottom part. It's excellent to help you fall asleep at night. But all the breathing that we've learned, those techniques are good examples as well. Time management is huge because you guys are stretched. And if you have signed yourself up for 8 clubs and 3 sports, then you are going to be more stressed. You just have more people relying on you, and you've got less time to take care of yourself and to do the things that you have to do. So be careful. Set limits. Just say no. I know you guys, some of you love sports and you all want to play more than one, but pick one that you really love and dedicate yourself to that. Each season, let's say, rather than doing more than one sport or more than one team at a time. Use your problem solving skills. A lot of people come to me and they say, well, Dr. Gabby, I'm really stressed out because my teacher misgraded my test. Well, have you talked to her? Have you tried resubmitting it? Or, I lost my homework and I didn't know what to do. Well, have you emailed your teacher and talked to them about maybe giving you an extension? There's often a lot of ways for us to solve our problems, but people generally like to sit and kind of mope and wallow in them. So, best thing to do is try to use your problem solving skills. Sometimes that means asking for help, talking to somebody like me or your mom or dad, or another teacher or coach to help you figure out how to solve the problem, right? Spending time with friends, hugging someone, laughing, these are all huge. There is a link in, I will be posting to, along with this video, for laughter yoga. That is a real thing. There are clubs in almost every country of the world of laughter yoga. People get together just to laugh together because laughter releases all kinds of good feeling, endorphins when we laugh. It's funny, even holding your mouth in the shape of a smile for an extended period of time releases those same endorphins and helps you feel better. So, another way to combat stress. Exercise and good sleep are huge and are more likely to leave you not feeling stressed. Healthy eating, when we overeat, when we eat sugary foods, our blood sugar goes up high, and then comes crashing down, and it makes us feel worse. So, avoiding sugar and things like that when you're stressed is a really good idea. Hobbies, music, art, journaling, those are really important just to help you feel balanced and have a creative outlet. Journaling is often a really good one if you're feeling super stressed. It doesn't have to be something that you show someone else, it can just be something that you do for yourself. Religion, spirituality, if that's part of your life, an important part of your life, then that can be incredibly helpful. Saying a prayer, going to church, being a part of a church group, if that's something that's important to you and a part of your family life, then that can be a great stress reliever. And then visiting the counselor, because that's my job around here, guys, is to keep you happy and safe. So yeah, if you're worried or stressed, come see me. Send me a message in Blackbaud. I will always make time to visit with you and see you and to help you out. So, we did a little bit already on the progressive muscle relaxation side. I talked with you about belly breathing, but just as a reminder, belly breathing is you put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Go ahead and try it with me now. Exhale all your air out of your body, and when you breathe back in, try to make your hand on your belly go up instead of your hand on your chest. So when you're breathing with your diaphragm, those of you who are in choir, remember to sing with your diaphragm. So in this case, we're breathing with our diaphragms. Make your belly go up and down rather than your chest. When you breathe into your chest, it's shallow breathing usually, and that can only just make you feel a little more stressed. Your body has receptors that can tell when you're doing fast, shallow breathing that make it release more stress hormones. We don't want that. Body scan is pretty easy. You just start at your toes and you can do each toe individually, or you can just lay there and feel your toes. Notice your toes and try to relax them. And then notice your feet and see if there's any tension in your feet and relax that tension. And then move into your calves, just like we did with progressive muscle relaxation. But instead of tightening and releasing, all we're doing is noticing how our body's feeling in each body part and then progressively moving through and relaxing it. Now, oftentimes we don't even know it, but we're furrowing our brow, we're kind of holding a lot of tension in our jaw. If we can pay attention to actually letting your tongue, moving your tongue away from the roof of your mouth and just kind of letting it relax, that can feel really good. Our shoulders are often tight and tense and we don't really know it. Our hands often are tight and tense. So just body scan is just starting at the bottom and moving all the way to the very tip top of your head and scanning for any tension and just kind of relaxing it. Another great one to help you fall asleep. The 4 S's is one of my favorites, so we're gonna do this one together. So we're gonna shrug, tight, smile at the same time, sigh, and let go of your shoulders as you do that. The smooth part talks about smoothing out any wrinkles that you've got on your forehead. So sometimes, like I said, we carry tension in our eyebrows and in our forehead, and if you just smooth it out and pay attention to relaxing that, it feels really good. So let's try that again. We're gonna shrug, smile, sigh, and smooth out your forehead. The 4 S's is a pretty good one, and it's super easy, again, to use like before a quiz or a test, just to kind of reset and feel a little bit better. Then we've got guided imagery, which is one of the most powerful ways that you can relax because it literally uses every part of your brain. So you'll see there your sense of smell, which is down here. I wonder if you guys can see my cursor. The sense of smell, which is right above where your nose is in your brain. Your hearing, which is behind your ears. Touch, which actually is in this band right here. This is called your motor cortex, and that band is where you feel all of your sensations in your body. It's kind of like a headband, if you think about it, like girls wear. And then taste is right there, and vision you've got toward the back of your head, and comes from your eyes and crosses back in the middle of your head, back to the vision, to your that back lobe. So the way we do guided imagery, it's actually pretty easy. You just imagine a place that you feel safe and comfortable, and then I usually close my eyes to go there, it's just easier, and then I use all 5 senses to imagine myself there. So you guys have probably obviously heard the term remember, but if you've heard the term dismember, it means to pull things apart. So, and then remembering is just putting things back together. And so when we're remembering something, what we're doing is we are putting together all of the senses that make up our memory of that place and pulling them together. So, for example, when I remember being at the lake, I remember the smell of the lake water. I remember the sound of the waves kind of lapping up on the shore. I remember my feet touching the water and the sensation of that cool water on my feet. I remember what it looks like out there. It's beautiful and peaceful, and remember the like in the distance, kind of the tree line, but also close up. I remember looking down in the water and seeing catfish. Um, and then taste, oftentimes you can kind of remember, for example, like when I bite into a peach, a specific kind of peach, I am transported immediately back to my grandma's house because she had these amazing peach trees there. So, and surely you guys have some taste that will pull you back places. That's just remembering all of the senses. So if you choose a place to go in your mind that you feel safe and comfortable, it doesn't have to be a place you've been. It can be a place you've never been. But because you're creating all of these senses, you're literally creating a memory. It's kind of weird that way. If I wanted to imagine that I've been in space and I closed my eyes and I pictured myself floating on the moon or walking, making footprints in the moon dust, and kind of feeling zero gravity, what that felt like, and imagining, myself there. If I imagine myself there often enough and I go back to that place in my head, and I practice this, then I'm almost creating a memory of being on the moon. It's pretty cool, actually. Our brains are pretty awesome. So when you become more relaxed, your heart rate and your blood pressure change, you start to feel more calm, and that's a really good thing. Guided imagery is super easy to do. You don't have to do it for a long time. You can do 30 seconds even before a test or quiz, or when you're going into a tryout, or anytime like before a public speaking engagement, or like a speech you have to do in class. You can use this, and it's really easy. So we're going to do it together right now. So I would invite you to find a comfortable place, and that could be laying down by your computer. It could be in the chair that you're sitting in. You might put your head down on your desk. But go ahead and get comfortable and close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. And just focus on your breathing just for a moment as we get started. Take in a big, deep breath. That's right. And as you breathe in, just feel the feeling and the sensation of your lungs expanding with every breath that you take in. And those lungs expand and they create a little bit of a tension in your body. And when you release the air out, it just feels so nice. It's such a feeling of relief. That inhale and exhale. Just keep breathing in and out at your own pace. Don't worry about staying in time with me. But with each deep breath, your body becomes more and more relaxed, and you're able to feel more and more calm. And there's nowhere to be, nothing else to be doing right now, just relaxing. That's right. With every breath you take and every breath you let out, you're a little bit more and more relaxed. Now, I wonder if you can imagine a place in your mind that you feel totally safe and secure. And that place might be a place you've been, and it may not be. But as you imagine that place, it doesn't have to be somewhere that's calm and quiet. It could be something pretty active. You could be picturing yourself running. You could be picturing yourself playing in the Super Bowl. It doesn't have to be laying somewhere. It can be just a place that you feel safe and secure. Notice if there are other people there with you. That's totally up to you. If there are sounds in the room around you, you can choose to just ignore those, or you can allow them to be a part of what you are experiencing. They don't have to be a distraction to you. You can just make them part of what you're imagining in your mind's eye. So again, notice whether there are people there with you. You may have chosen to bring some people that you love with you there, some friends, family, or you might be there all alone, and that's okay. So take a look around in that place. See what you see. Notice things there that are far away, off in the distance. And then shift your focus to things that are close up. Notice small details of the things that are there in that place around you. Notice the small things. That's right. Now take a listen. What does it sound like to be there? Maybe you hear people talking or laughing. Maybe there's music playing. Maybe there's waves crashing or wind blowing through the trees. I don't know. It's totally up to you. And everything is okay. Whatever you choose, whatever your mind comes up with is okay with you and with me, because it's what's there for you to help you feel better and safe. So just notice the sounds. Take a moment. Notice the sounds that are far away. And now notice the sounds that are close up, louder sounds. What does it feel like to be there? What does it feel like on your body? Maybe you're in the water in the beach, or maybe your feet are touching sand right now. Maybe you feel the breeze on your face. But notice what it feels like to be there. Maybe you're in a hammock and you're rocking, or you're running and your body is bouncing. Whatever's happening is okay and is great. Just notice. That's right. Notice what it smells like in this place. Is there a pleasant smell in the air? Do you smell the ocean water and the sand and the breeze, that salty smell? Or maybe the lake smell? Maybe you are somewhere really comforting, like your grandmother's house, or in your bed at home, and you smell that comforting and familiar smell of your sheets. That's right. Just notice the smell. And I wonder if there are any tastes in this place that you are. Maybe a favorite food or a favorite drink that you love. You could incorporate that into the place that you are. Notice that taste and that sensation of eating that or drinking that and swallowing it down into your body. And it carries with it all of this relaxing feeling down into your belly and inside your body with it. Take some time now to just enjoy this place, the sights far and near, the sounds in the distance and close up, how it feels to be in this place, the smell of this place, and then anything you may be eating or drinking helps you feel even calmer and more relaxed in this place. Now, the beautiful thing about what you're doing right now is that you can do it anytime. You can visit this place anytime that you need to put your mind at ease, to remember that you are safe and you are loved, and that everything is going to be okay. This place exists in your mind. It is yours, and you can use it anytime you need to. Now, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to just start feeling a little more back in your seat or back on the floor where you're laying than you are now. So notice the feeling of your body against your chair, against the floor, against the desk. Start to wiggle your toes. That's right. Wiggle your fingers, your hands. Good job. And when you're ready, stretch your body. Feel more and more here than there. And finally, open your eyes and be back where you are, in your room, wherever you may be, hopefully making it a wonderful and enjoyable day. I hope you guys enjoyed that guided imagery. It's pretty awesome, super powerful thing that you can do for yourself anytime you need to. People use guided imagery and hypnosis even in surgery to help them kind of be somewhere else so that they feel a lot less discomfort and pain than they might be feeling. It's a really powerful tool. To that end, there's some guided meditations that you can do. These are a lot more. They're going to tell you a little bit more what to imagine. They're a lot of fun, and I'm going to post these videos to this class page so that you guys can do those as well. They are awesome. There's lots of apps online. One's called Calm. There's a lot of apps that are guided meditation for kids, and I encourage you to check those out if you enjoyed that. And last but not least, I always encourage you to have a dance party. Dancing is a great way to release those stress chemicals and also to get a good laugh, probably, and feel good. So, I wish you guys a wonderful week. I wish I was there, well, that you guys were here with us. But we will see you soon. Take good care and let us know if you have any questions. I look forward to discussion about this on the discussion board. Have a great day.